Hello music fans and welcome back to my channel. My name is DarcHelmut and today we're going to do something a little different. I normally only react to music videos, but I think this would be a good opportunity to maybe dive a little deeper into BTS and learn a little bit more about the band as I get deeper into their catalog. I'm beginning to enjoy pretty much everything I'm hearing, so yeah, I'd like to know even a little bit more about the band, where they came from, where they're headed, and I was given a suggestion that this one here, an introduction to the 7 members of BTS, would be a good one to watch. There was another one just called, I believe, just the 7 members of BTS. It looks like it had some more views. It looks like it might come from an official channel, but this one says a 2021 updated version. So I figure let's go with the most current one anyways. Special thanks to whoever put this one together. So let's take a listen. I'll probably pause a fair amount through this one to comment, or maybe have to rewind if I miss something, because I want to catch as much of this as I can. So, I hope you don't mind me pausing. Like I say, I don't do it during my music videos, but I'm going to make an exception. Well, I made an exception to not react to a music video, so let's make another exception, and we'll pause along the way. I also noticed it's about 30 minutes long, and if I'm going to be pausing and talking, that would make a ridiculously long video. So maybe what I'll do is I'll do a part of it today, maybe half. I'll try to get through half of it. We'll see how the time goes. And then we'll split it up, and then we'll finish it off in a reaction at a future date, tomorrow or the day after or something. Try to get it as close to each other as possible to keep the continuity. So yeah, let's get into this one. So here we are, an introduction to the 7 members of BTS, which I'm sure all of you have seen a million times, but I do have quite a bit of my Queen audience that have been following along with BTS as well, so maybe they'll find this of interest and like me, getting a little more into the group and just wanting to understand a little more what these guys are all about and where they came from. So let's go, let's start it up. Okay, I'm going to pause it there. First of all, I always like this when the audience, now I guess people are using their cell phones. Back in the day when I've seen most of my concerts, we do the same thing but with lighters, and it's always been a really cool effect, just to see that, the crowd kind of becoming part of the stage show in a way. I'm also noticing they have some huge stage, and it seems like they put on quite a performance, not just them themselves, but visually it seems to be very colorful, very, very stimulating in that regard. But let's go on.
예전보단 더 웃어 소원했던 슈퍼히로 이제 진짜 된 것 같아 근데 갈수록 뭐 말들이 많어 누군 달리라고 누군 멈춰서라 해 얘는 숲을 보라고 걔는 들곳을 보라 해 Yeah. I'm already 17
Already.
Time flows too fast Yeah. 가끔 고개를 들어 밤하늘에 떠있는 별을 보면 난 생각이 들고 내 어디로 흘러가는 건지 의문이 들어 불투명해진
Okay, I'm gonna pause it again. He mentioned some of when he first auditioned, he was turned down. Sometimes success is grown from failure. So, if you don't succeed at something, don't give up. Don't assume that you're not good enough. Keep trying, because, if he'd given up right then, none of the future happens. So, you don't have to be a rock star to do this in any facet of your life. Never take failure as a negative. Always take failure as an opportunity to grow.
모든 판단의 기준이 이미 공부로 굳혀진 현실을 원망하며 이거는 것이 우리 좀 나요 쓱 영원용 마치 소리 좀 그만해 어차피 원래 그때 리듬 사실 아시장에 있다면 알아오는 스튜디오 너무 많은 소리 혹은 너무 많은 위로 알아보는 스튜디오 그냥 너무 무서워서 좀 내가 너를 사랑했던 적이 아예 없는 늦었지만 너 추천했다고 너만 나를 사랑했다고.
My name is Kim Namjoon, also known as RM, the leader of the group BTS. No matter who you are, where you're from, your skin color, your gender identity, just speak yourself. Like most people, I've made many and plenty mistakes in my life. I have many faults and I have many more fears, but I'm gonna embrace myself as hard as I can. And I'm starting to love myself gradually, just little by little.
차가운 새벽 공기에 난 몰래 눈을 뜨네 이 도시의 harmony 난 너무나 익숙해 내 어린 날들은 아득하고 빌딩과 차들만 가득해도 이젠
거 있잖아요. 그냥 누군가 하긴 해야 되는데 한 번 더 엉덩이를 뗄 수 있는 사람이 되는 게 좋은 리더십인 것 같아요. 근데 저도 잘 못했어요, 사실은.
참 리더지.
내가 이때까지 본 리더 중에 형이 짱이에요.
고맙다.
사실 리더들한테 뭐 별다른 베네핏은 없는데 책임만 엄청 있거든.
사실 맞아요. 정말
엄청
너무
힘든.
예, 예. 그래서 팀원들이
맞아.
많이 도와줘야 되고
맞습니다.
멤버들이 너무
정말이에요.
도와줘야 되고.
나의
A good role model is so important. Looking up to somebody is, it can be, it can really help you push forward because you have a kind of a goal you want to achieve, and to be able to see somebody who's been through it and done it. You can tell the guys really admire him. We sometimes do it through humor, and even we poke fun at people sometimes, but it's because it's a sign of respect, and it's great to see. Everything I've seen about this band is they seem very tight. They seem like they're friends, and I've mentioned before early in one of my reactions, I don't see egos from these guys. I don't see anybody trying to outdo the other one. They just seem to all realize that they're a cohesive unit, and they fall apart if one of them strays out of that. And that's something that I've always admired about Queen. They 4 members, they stuck together from day one right through to the day Freddie passed away, and they never once thought about adding a different member or kicking somebody out because an ego was too big. And they fought like cats and dogs in the studio sometimes. They were like truly brothers, because only brothers can fight like that and continue to love each other.
집인 걸
너왜 서고 발음이 비슷한 걸까? 무슨 영혼을 가졌길래 무엇이 날 이토록 너의 곁에 잡아두나? 내게 난 추억조차 없는데 난 이제 네가 너무 지겨워. 너의 맨날 똑같은 잿빛 표정. 아니 나는 내가 두려워. 이미 너의 부가 내鼓막을 울리는 리듬 베이스인 드럼 날 움직이는 기름 내가 존재하는 모든 행복은 너의 세보까지 모두 I'm a fucking get 'em 나는 엘라스인 너들은 비름 랩 병신은 너 수준 비름 Fingers money 대만 honey to the honey 누가 나랑 많이 I'm a fucking venom
Praying for better pace for you and I see some grass crew in the winter's eyes. I think too much now and drink too much now to numb it, cause I don't wanna die. Real friends love you to no limit. I believe that real change lies in the mirror. Since I was a little one, wasn't supposed to get much. Now they got their hands up for me like a sticker.
이 한마디가 겁나 어렵더라. 관심 있다고 내게 해가 되기 부끄러 차가운 달이 됐지만 그 후로 자꾸만 들어 침대 바닥에 입을 파도 철수 미친 놈처럼 펄쩍 뛰다 창피함을 UFC로 승화시키는 게 내 업적 하이킥도 날려다가 제품으로 맞춰
어리기만 했었지 꿈은 현실과 달랐어 부럽기만 했었지 넌 I don't care I'm okay 노래가라면 나 못해 내 음악 연하지 하요해 외대하고 강요해 맹태병 내 지방까지 꿰들 썼어 부모님과의 마찰 몇 달 동안은 필드였어 넌 I'm okay 난 해요
That's interesting where his name came from shooting guard. I would have thought it was just, would have come from sugar. Um, but yeah, this is good. Yeah, good choice.
난 back이는 걸 back이는 놈을 좁아다가 후배는 선배는 jack이는 놈 팽이는 내가 back이는 그를 back이는 역사를 바닥에 새기는 몸도 재미도 없는 래퍼들 사이에서는 남들보다 더 챙기는 목 잘 나가는 덕에 밖으로 뺏긴 형들의 시기 절수덕에 생기는 소리 원하는 건 모두 가졌지 이제는 음을 더 가져야만 만족이 될지 내가 원했던 건너 담은 넌 담은 걸걸 이 다음은 도대체 뭐지 그 다음은 그래 뭘까 심히 느껴지는 현타 위가 없는 현상 위험보다 난 이젠 강하대 맘보다가 이대로 쫓아고 섬 그래 여긴 섬 서로
I will get into some of the solo stuff because it sounds very interesting, but I need to get a little deeper into the BTS catalog first, and then I'll branch out and do a little bit of the solo stuff. But what I'm hearing, it makes me want to hear the songs, but I'm going to be patient. I want to get, 10, 20, 30 songs into the BTS catalog before I branch out a little bit. So we'll see how that goes.
만든 작은 섬 Forever young 영원이란 말은 몰랐어 작별은 마치 자랑꽃과 같이 그리움과 같이 마주하는 아침 서로가 이 언덕을 지나 거기서 나서 다시 만나
Do they ever play any instrument on stage, or are they just purely dance and singing at that point? And do they play any of their own music, or is the music done separate? These guys make this kind of dance look so easy, but it's a real talent to be able to control your individual limbs like that. Anybody who thinks it's easy, stand in front of the mirror and try to do this. I've tried. Yeah, he's much better.
다시 해봐. 5, 6, 7, it's okay. I'm in love myself. It's okay. 이 순간 행복하면서 형 우리 뒤로. 그렇게. 우리 뒤로 하고 여기서 하면 돼. 6, 7, 8, 벌써 좋다. You can stop me. 여기 계속 있으면 돼요. 마스 하면서 형 가운데 있고.
보고 싶다 이렇게 말하니까 더 보고 싶다 너의 사진을 보고 있어도 보고 싶다 너무 애석한 시간 나는 우리가 맵다 이제 얼굴 한번 보는 것조차 힘들어진 우리가
Attention, bang, worldwide, bang, chart with, bang, 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 got money, ooh, AP, ooh, 손집, ooh, 누군가의 dream life, ooh, how about you, I like you, 이성경, 네 덕분,
Push on the star 해가 있다면 꾸고 싶다고 Push on the star Push on the star 달빛이 있다면 변하기 싫다고 Chicken noodle soup Chicken noodle soup with soda on the side Chicken noodle soup Chicken noodle soup Chicken noodle soup with soda on the side
Chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side. Chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side.
어렸을 때는 아버지를 존경했어서 아버지 따라서 그냥 회사원 그러다가 꿈이 드라마를 보다가 어떤 한 분에 의해서 배우로 바뀌게 되고 빅히트에 캐스팅이 되고 나서는 또 이렇게 가수의 꿈을 갖게 되었죠. 21살 연습생 되기 전까진 노래에 전혀 흥미가 없어서 노래를 전혀 안 부르고 있다가 21살, 20살 이때부터 노래를 시작하게 되었는데
You know, there's an interesting point here. He says he starts out and wanted to be an actor, had no real interest in singing. And sometimes that happens. You know, sometimes when we're following a dream, opportunity comes along, and we have to consider those things. You know, you never want to pigeon yourself to one thing. You know, you certainly want to try to achieve a dream, but we always have to be ready to change a pace and to step aside from what we're doing and reflect on how what we're doing moving forward. You know, again, you know, like I mentioned something similar to this before. You know, where's BTS if he decides he wants to go into movies? I mean, do they just replace him? Are they the same band if he's replaced by somebody else, or the same group, sorry? So yeah, it's interesting. So anybody who's following their dreams, don't be afraid to step out of that for a little bit and reflect and make sure it's really what, you know, where your heart is. And yeah, he took a chance, and apparently it worked out pretty well. July 1st, 2 days from now, is my birthday, so I'm just going to pretend that BTS just sang me a happy birthday song. I'm assuming that was happy birthday in Korean, so thank you guys. I appreciate that.
아이고 귀엽다. 아이고 귀엽다.
자, 실시 천을 불러주세요.
그럴수록 내 맘속에 폭풍을 감당할 수 없게 돼 웃고 있는 가면 속에 진짜 내 모습을 다 드러내 I'm the one I should love in this world 나 홀로 남을까 봐 두려워
감정은 되게 좋은 것 같은데.
좀 좋아했던 것 같아요. 저도 생각을 했는데 지금 약간
Okay, so we're just over halfway through here, so I'm going to pause it here. It's really nice to get some background on these guys. It's quite inspirational. So I hope you like this one. We'll do, like I say, we'll do part two. I'll try to get around to doing it sooner than later, so maybe tomorrow night or something. So if you're enjoying this BTS journey with me, please subscribe, put on your notifications. I had originally just planned to do 1 or 2 BTS songs on the weekends, but with such a big catalog, and I'm really starting to enjoy the music now. I'll see if I can increase that number a little bit to get through a little bit more of the catalog in a decent time. I don't like to expand out to too many artists at one time. I prefer to do kind of deep dives. So, I have gotten lots of suggestions to try other K-pop artists and other artists in general. But like I say, I'm trying to keep that a smaller group because, BTS and Queen both have massive catalogs, and it's a lot of music to react to, and I just want to keep some consistency in that regard. So again, thank you to Army. You guys are great. Again, always filling my comment section. I love responding to you guys. I love getting to know you guys. So take advantage of my email, DarcHelmutMusic@gmail.com. If you have something you want to tell me, perhaps it's a little too long to put into a comment section or too personal to put into a comment section. Maybe you got some, maybe somebody out there has some pictures with the guys. I would love to see them. Anything you want to share with me. I would really appreciate that. For me, this channel is really becoming, the interaction with the people who are viewing is important to me, and to be able to make a connection with you guys means a lot. So I really appreciate that. So we're going to call this one part one. I'll post this tonight. I'll get around to part two as soon as we can. We'll finish this off. It looks very interesting. I'm really enjoying this. So until next time, have yourselves a great night, great day, great morning, wherever you are in the world, and take care.